I'm excited to be here with Senator Mary Coyle. Senator Mary Coyle is an independent senator who had a distinguished career in international development, microfinance, and is a strong advocate for gender equality and indigenous leadership. It's so nice to meet you today, Senator.
It's wonderful to meet you too. Thanks for being here.
Yes. Currently, food security and climate resilience are a big challenge globally. How do you see Canada's role in supporting food security and climate resilience on a global scale?
Well, those are two very, very important issues. Everybody needs to eat, right? And food security is something we take for granted here in Canada. Although we know that it's even an issue in our own backyard. You see the proliferation of food banks and other services to help people, satisfy, their nutritional requirements and school food programs, etc. All over the world, though, in many countries, particularly countries of the global south, there's a huge issue with food security, and a lot of that is actually connected to climate resilience, as you have mentioned. There's the degradation of lands. In some places there's flooding, in other places desertification, and so for people to adapt and change how they grow their food is really critical, and it's very important for Canada to be there to support people everywhere. I mean, that's a Canadian value, right?
Yes.
Is we know the importance of food security here in our own communities, and it's something that we would want for everybody else as well around the world.
Thank you for that. Given your advocacy for rural empowerment initiatives, how imperative are rural empowerment initiatives both domestically and globally, given the current political landscape?
Well, we know that there is, of course, worldwide a lot of rural to urban migration, but I live in a rural area. I live in a very small town in a very rural county of Nova Scotia. And I know that those rural areas are where our forests are. They are where our food is grown. They are where people maintain culture and a way of life. And this is something that needs to be recognized and appreciated, particularly as the world urbanizes, right? I feel really strongly that we need to pay special attention to the people who live in rural areas and that they continue to have a voice in their own futures, right? For instance, right now, we are just this week having something called the Canadian Youth Climate Assembly, where we're bringing together 36 young Canadians from every part of Canada. And we made sure that in this Youth Climate Assembly, there's a really good representation of rural youth, because rural youth need to be at the table.
Yes. Before we conclude, anything else would you like to add about international development today?
Yeah, well, international development, as you know, continues to change. And what I've really appreciated in my own career is to see how over the decades that I've been involved, since 1980, how more and more effort is there in two things. One, making sure that people in the communities, in the countries that we're working with are in the driver's seat. It's not us doing to them or us telling them what to do. It's them coming up with their own initiatives, their own innovations, and them driving it. And us being there to accompany them as they do that. And the second thing is, I find really, really powerful, is that exchange of knowledge and expertise between people in communities in different parts of the world. And Canada can play that role. Canada can play the role to bring together people from different countries so that they too can learn from each other.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your insight today with us.
Thank you.